Hey guys, Dan with Sterling Self-Defense coming at you another video. Alright, a lot of guys requested this one. The TRP breakdown. How to break it down, how to change your O-rings, how to just get it apart. Alright, first off, you got your 5-inch metal detent barrel. It's not good for the rounds we use. So if you're going to keep this barrel, you're going to want to use a lot smaller rounds. I like 6.86 because it works with all the best rounds. So that's that. Okay. Get my glasses on. We'll start pulling this sucker apart. All right. Pull the cap off on the bottom and the spring out. And the spring is same stock paintball spring that I recommend changing also to the VKS spring. All right. All the same exterior screws as the FSC and old TCP. Get them out with your 3/32 Allen key. Alright, then you get the little ones on the side. The 2mm. Always good to work over a mat so you don't lose all these little parts and screws. Doesn't have to be a first strike or a pepperball mat, you know, any kind of mechanic mat. Just something good with little sections to hold all your small parts so they can't roll away. Alright, now pull that right off. There you go. There's the grip off. Now, alright, let's get the little O-ring for the trigger assembly. Just push up to your thumb, pop that off. That's an easy one to lose, so be careful with that one. Now, as you can see, FSC TCP would you normally just have a screw here, take the screw out, the right comes right off. Not so. That screw is now hidden by this new part. So now you have to take this off. And to take this off, you need a pair of channel locks. And there's a little rubber thing on here. You don't really want to grab that. You don't want to screw that up. If you take this rubber thing off, your mag's going to wobble. It's what stops the mag from moving around inside. So you don't want to mess with that. This is on the inside, so you should take a piece of cloth. I usually have a piece of rubber I put over it. Let me go see what I got. Hold on. A piece of cardboard will do. Stick a piece of cardboard over. A little rubber or a piece of cloth is better than cardboard. But, now, some of them are on there really well. Some of them are Loctited, some of them are not. This one's looking like it's Loctited, and I'm going to have to hit it with some heat. Which I didn't want to have to do, but some of them you got to. Unfortunately. It should have came off, but it's not. That means it's Loctited. So, I got to heat it up, but I don't want to hurt this little rubber thing here. And I got it glued on there now. I would not have glued it, but ain't a lot of glue. Alright, let's see if I can get away with just heating it a little bit. Alright. Usually I don't have to heat this on most of them, but some I've come across. It depends on who in the factory put it together. Some guys love freaking Loctite. They put it on everything. I'm staying more toward the edge. I don't want to mess up any O-rings. Trying to break that lock and extend the metal a little bit, expand it. Alright, hopefully let's see if that did it. Come on, there you go. There we go. All right, we broke the connection. Now, I'm gonna run over to the dog bowl, cool this thing off a little bit. There you go. Didn't take too much heat. All right, so cylinder is now off. Didn't hurt the rubber, so that's good. Now, next pain in the ass. Okay, you're gonna see a slot here. See, let's try and get in there. See how this is slotted? It's too big for any size screwdriver. Even the biggest one you're gonna find isn't gonna fit in there. I made a tool to fit in there, and I don't remember where I put that tool. So, looks like I'm gonna have to figure out something else. I think the first time I used like a nickel or a quarter. Which I don't have a nickel and a quarter on me either. Alright, let me find something. Hold on, let me find something that'll fit in there. Alright, I am back. I think the first time I used a nickel. But I remember I had a nickel and I bent it. I got some washers here, different sizes. I'm gonna see which one works. Just gotta find something that fits in that groove. Alright. There you go. Washer. Or a nickel, whatever you find. And the best thing is grab a pair of like linesman pliers or any kind of pliers to grab it so you can hold it tight. Stick it in that slot. A little bit of force. There we go. Now, some of these might, if you get it in there and it ain't turning, you might have to heat it. If you got to heat it, take off this little O-ring first. But this one's coming off for me. They didn't get crazy on Loctite. And there's no reason, this is inside the air chamber, so there's no reason for Loctite or O-rings. It's stupid. Alright, so shouldn't need this anymore. Shouldn't need the torch anymore. Alright, so get my glasses back on here. I can see what I'm doing. Now, this is all really bad design in my mind anyway, because if you blow an O-ring or something, you have to do all this. Alright, now, little piercer's going to fall out. There you go, there's the little piercer. That off to the side. A little piece off to the side. Now, there's a little Allen key in there, a little hex head. I forget what size that is. Smaller than that. Bigger than that. It is, I think 3/16. Yeah, the 3/16. So it's the same as your back cap, which you'll need too. Alright. Now little piece out, and this comes right off now. Now it's got a little O-ring on the end, so don't lose that. This is essentially your stem, like in an FSC, your air stem. So don't lose this little O-ring, or you'll get a leak. Alrighty. Alright, now you have an extra screw you have to take out. And 3/16 also. Oh, we have a new size. Not that one. Okay, the wrong one set. Oh, you know what? I already got that out, don't I? Alright. Oh, what size is this? No, don't tell me they made it metric. Oh, there's all kinds of crazy Allen keys for this one. Oh, what a weird size. Didn't I try? Oh, that's the wrong Allen instead. Find out what it is. I forget what it is. I work on too many different guns. Alright, what is that? My eyes are terrible. What is that? Sorry, blind as a bat here. What is it? 9/64. All right. Well, blowing my phones up. Well, 9/64 is that one. Take that out, put it aside. And now your regulator, you need to change the releases on these two. They're going to be those bad releases. So if you want to get more power, if you crank these up with more power, you need to change that release, because like the new bad ones. But they're no longer, the interior parts are all the same as the FSC, but the body itself is not. So old bodies will not work for the TRP, because the airline's different and you got extra screws going through it now. But the whole sear system is the same. And they're using a little bit better of a spring in the TRP, but still not strong enough to, as the VKS one. So I still change them out and see a drastic difference. All right, now we got the back. .5mm. Now it's got a little cap on the back of the TRP. Basically all this cap is doing is there for that little indicator that tells you, a little red pin that pops up tells you when you're when CO2 is punctured. Now some other guys have been saying, oh, this one comes with a cap, so now you can use it for the VKS extension. It's not big enough, you can't. Unfortunately, that would have been nice. But unfortunately, it is too small. I'll take this off and you'll see what's underneath it. Now the airline is opened up on this one. The old TCP didn't have a body airline. Now they do. So this one you can make into a carbine because now you have a rear airline. But this airline is basically, right now, just for this little indicator. That's all it does. But the cool part is now they put one in the body so you can turn it into a carbine. Like you see in some of my other videos I did. With the TRP, I put one of my power blocks on there. So I'm utilizing both mag-fed and rear air, which is pretty cool. You get some real great power of these two with all the modifications. No, let me get the back cap off. See, the bolts are still the same. Standard FSC bolt. Ah, an easy cap to get off. That's nice. Well, the FSC has been a nightmare lately. And they still got thread light. A little bit of Loctite they're putting on these. I don't know why, but they do. Alright, so your standard FSC bolt. Same thing, no difference there. Air chamber, same size. Same O-rings. You got to change the O-ring in these. So that is it. That's a TRP. And you can see, let me grab an FSC upper. You can see the difference in size. Right next to each other. So there's your difference. The TRP is longer, which gives you the longer rail underneath. See on there. So now you can get any kind of red dot under there, even the big ones, and lasers, stuff like that. So just a 1-inch difference. Well, it's nice because now you can put, because the stock barrels were super short, so now you can go with a regular 5-inch and it goes right to the end and you're getting more power out of it. All right, so that's it. That is the TRP. Very exciting. All right, that's the breakdown. Pretty easy to take apart, just some new things to know. But remember, when you guys put it back in, always remember to push your bolt forward. You know, when it's inside there, push your bolt forward or your sear won't set. And you go to fire and you just have a limp trigger. No one likes a limp trigger. So, all right, that's it, guys, for the TRP. There you go. How to break it down, how to change the O-ring. Real simple. All right, I'll see you on the next one. Stay safe with this Tech Talk.